And I remember calling one of my friends.
Yeah.
And she said to me, you can't tell anybody. And she said, it can't be that bad because you're not going to find somebody that treats you the way he treats you.
So the beating is better than being single.
Nollywood actress, the beautiful Idia Aisien, has revealed shocking revelations about her past relationships. Speaking at the Diary of a Naija Girl podcast with Ife, Idia bared it all, and what she said really shocked everyone to their bones. You won't believe what Idia said. I would encourage everyone to listen to the podcast because it's one of the realest interviews I've ever listened to. Idia was really, really real. According to Idia, she said, I remember when I first started in Nollywood, I started dating this guy and I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. So all the offers, the movies that were coming in, he asked me not to do. He said, you're too good for this role. Don't do it. You're really seeing the money from him and you're seeing the lifestyle. So I was on cloud 9. So I didn't need my friends anymore. I was avoiding my family. He was my everything, was manipulating me to think that my family wasn't treating me well because I was the last child, putting things in my head and telling me I can have more. He also told me that he doesn't like majority of my friends. It was much later I realized I had no one around me. It was just me and him. But something happened and it made me realize that I didn't have anybody to call that day. So one day in my usual influencing, I was working for a brand, and in that brand contract, they tell you need to attend certain events. He asked me not to be going for events, so I went for the event with the intention of staying for like 10 minutes, including red carpets. And it didn't look good for the brand because people would start to say, is she the biggest star? What's she feeling like? But I had to run home because then I'll be in trouble with my everything. The person that was going to marry me and I was going to have kids for. I get home and before I could say anything, he said, I saw on social media that you are blah blah blah, and then he slaps me twice. And after he does that, he's holding me and he's shaking me by the shoulders and he says, I didn't hit you. It wasn't that hard. Calm down. It wasn't painful, so relax. I saw stars and he's a big guy. So he brought me back to reality and said, what I just saw didn't happen. So for hours, I was trying to figure out if that actually happened to me. And you know, Nigerians, we are somehow now, we start to think, me, it's not possible. There's a part of us that think that we are special as Nigerians. It wasn't like DV because it happened once. So when it happened, I was first dazed. So I came back from the shaking and said to myself that it wasn't that bad. And for me, growing up, they never hit me. So I was like, wow, it was 2 hot slaps. But anyway, I was vibrating and it was like fear because I've never had to deal with anything like that. So I didn't know what to do next. I acted like everything was fine and then I ran downstairs, took my keys and then drove home. I remember calling one of my friends and she said, you can't tell anybody because it can't be that bad and you're not going to find somebody that treats you the way he treats you. And even this, my friend, was someone I wasn't even allowed to hang out with, but she was the only one I could talk to.
I remember when I first started in Nollywood, I started dating this guy and I thought he was the best thing since sliced bread. So all my offers, the movies that were coming in, because of course, you just do one big film, the script's boring.
Yeah.
He'll be like, no, don't do this one. So I was turning down stuff thinking that after our first one, I don't say the Billy word, but you are okay. Do you understand? And he's literally telling you, you're too good for this, you're too good for this, and you are really seeing the money. Yeah. You are seeing the lifestyle, you are seeing the I was on cloud 9, so I didn't need my friends anymore. I was avoiding my family because he was everything.
So I stayed thinking about what she said, and then I said the best thing I would do is to talk to his friend, and his friend said nonsense. Apparently, my man had hit other people before, but they were so convinced that with me, things will be different because they were like, it's Idia, this girl will definitely, she's everything, she's my dream girl. When asked by Ife if that was the end of the relationship, Idia said she didn't want to lie. She continued, one of the reasons why I get embarrassed is that I stayed with him for almost 3 more months after that. He came to my house, they pacified me, and one person was like, I know he did this, but he loves you. And my man was like, calm down, we were playing. So I started to think I was overreacting, but also I knew it was real because like I said, they never used to beat me at home. So I know what it's like when you're handled the wrong way. The last we ever spoke, I saw something. He was sending me really mean messages saying, I can see that you're at an event and everyone is screaming your name. Oh, please, you're not that special. You're never going to be anything. Come home right now. Leave that event right now. And so I was at the event and I was getting jittery and was very uneasy. I was granting interviews, but I wasn't comfortable because if I didn't get home, I was going to get into trouble. Then he said, look at you. You're not serious. You want to settle down. So I started rushing home. I started leaving before the movie premiere was over. And then someone that's like a brother to me said, Idia, I can hear all the stuff going on between you and your phone. Idia, please don't go to his house. But I was like, I need to talk to him because he was really upset. When I was on my way to his estate, his tone changed. From being angry, he said, baby, I'm sorry I shouted. I love you. Come, let's talk. And immediately I saw a flash of myself falling down from the stairs and someone was covering me. Till today, I'm not the most spiritual person. I'll never understand what I saw. And I told my driver to turn around and then I went home. If that thing I saw wasn't real, why is it that very day I was supposed to come? You said you loved me and your tone changed. But till this very day, we have never messaged each other. And that was the last time we ever spoke. And he's very alive. And we have never spoken till today. And that was how we broke up. I think that isolation kept me there because he was my everything. I didn't make a move without asking this person. Wow, this is such a revelation, guys. Idia is such a strong lady, and I really admire the fact that she took the bold move to leave that toxic relationship. Well done, Idia. Just a word of encouragement for anyone going through DV. Please don't stay because of what you're getting in that relationship. Choose your life. Live to live, guys. I, for one, have gone through DV in the past. When I was young, I was in year one. I had no idea what I was doing, but when I got myself, I was strong enough to leave. So guys, what do you think about this whole scenario? Let me know down in the comment section. I would really like to know what you think because this is a serious topic. Idia Aisien is a 34-year-old television presenter, model, and actress. She is of Nigerian and Cameroonian descent. Her father, Joe Aisien, was a champagne magnate, while her mom, Emanuela Aisien, is a jeweler. Idia attended Atlantic Hall High School in Lagos before she moved to the United States, where she attained a BA in journalism from American University in Washington, D.C., and a master's in public relations. Idia featured in the lead character in the remake of a Nollywood classic, Neka the Pretty Serpent, in 2020. Idia has once been gifted a Range Rover by a stranger, which she turned down. Please guys, share your thoughts down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more premium gist and entertainment. Until we come your way next time, I'm your favorite girl at Arodo Gist signing out.